I need to. Right. Well, another morning of trading. Friday, we see a pretty big mover up 177% on MF. It is a Chinese company, 22 million shares traded, very low float. We still got NKLA up here with a lot of volume, but it is actually trending downwards now. Had quite a bit of a run up for a couple of weeks, and probably gonna be trying to consolidate somewhere. Looking like it's just holding right there at the $3. But I think I'm gonna keep an eye on MF and let's see. Tuck, I don't know. I think Tuck needs to pull back too. It's had a nice little run up. Let's look on the daily chart for these. AHI. Oh, what was I doing? Okay. MF. Let's look at the daily chart. All right, so I was looking out here on MF. It had a couple of touch points that I was looking at. It has the 200 moving average right here at the 130. It's very close to that 200 average, but I I don't know where would be a spot for this one. And also, let's look at the news, which is Miss Fresh files an annual report on Form 20F for fiscal year 2022. And then the next one said, so this is all of their news. Let's go and look into this company real quick. So this is Miss Fresh. It is out of Beijing, China. It is in the consumer defensive. The industry is grocery stores. It has 1,925 employees. Miss Fresh Limited engages in integrated online and offline on-demand DMW retail business in China. The company operates a community retail digital platform that offers fresh produce such as fruits, vegetables, meats, pretty much everything that is a food, including packaged foods, through online e-commerce platform and distributed micro warehouse networks. It also sells its products through vending machines. The company was founded in 2014 and is based in Beijing, the People's Republic of China. So that's the biggest mover on today, and that's its news. So I guess it does have catalysts. Let me look into what the annual report for this thing was. So Miss Fresh today announced it filed blah blah blah. The annual report can be accessed on the company's investor relations. So not really going into detail on any kind of money or anything. Let's see. Miss Fresh.
Whether shop.
Oh, whoa. Chill out. Okay, investor facts. Information, investor facts. What was I looking for? Stock information, quotes, financial information, annual reports is what they came out with. So this was on August 3rd, Miss Fresh Limited. All right, registration statement. Let's get down to the money. Okay, shares. Okay, 707,108,997 ordinary shares outstanding. And those are consisting of the Class A and Class B. Let's see. This report, annual report. I might need to zoom in a little bit. Gee whiz. Okay, identity of directors, key information, unresolved staff comments, additional information, proceeds, material modifications to the right of security holders, and use of proceeds. This is probably the one we need to go into, item 14. And let's look at the other ones real quick. Exhibits, financial statements. Can I turn this into a, no, I can't. Operating and financial review and prospects. Okay, sales of products formerly known. Net revenue 2020, 2021, 2022. So it started in 2021, 97%, 97. It's been staying around 95. I want more information. That's not really what I'm looking for. What was it? Operating expenses, major shareholders, and related party transactions. Okay. Still not what I'm looking for. Maybe I need to go to financial statements. That'll probably fix it. Board of Independent Registered Public Accounting Firm. Okay. Consolidated balance sheets. Cash and cash equivalents. What kind of money do they have just like free cash flow? Long-term investments, goodwill, total assets, liabilities. Do they have total comprehensive loss, other comprehensive losses, cost of revenues, and they're always looking like in the red, but that's okay, right? I don't know, maybe I'm looking too far into this. They just put this annual report out and that's their only news. So, and I didn't see any report of anything good in the annual report to kind of facilitate anything. So I don't know. Because it would definitely be in the news. It's down to 138 right now. We have about 15 minutes to the bell. And I need to make sure, yeah, I do have my mic on. So over here, this is what my scans are looking like. Picked up a couple of low floaters, but these are a little bit lower volume. And AHI, I don't know if it has, let's see, Advanced Health Intelligence late Thursday announced exclusive license deal with Chainlink Network Technology. Yeah, so they got an exclusive license deal on AHI. Doesn't look like it's just look like it's kind of sideways today for now. But they do have some catalysts. So let's actually go through these. The ones that don't have catalysts, I just go ahead and get rid of. The ones that do on the day, we'll kind of focus in on. So NKLA does have catalyst today. Says that, let's see, this started this morning. Earnings scheduled for August 4th. So they actually have earnings today on NKLA. NKLA, and the stock is doing incredibly well, but can't believe it's back under 100, whatever. So yeah, they got earnings today on NKLA, so that's probably one not to be trying to do anything with, because that news can go either way. MF, we already looked at that one. Tupperware Brands shares trading higher after company announced debt reconstruction. Okay, Tupperware soars, and it's been running for a couple of days, but it does have catalysts on the day. Fubu, whatever this thing is. Earnings, more earnings, a lot of earnings and annual reports here today. QS. QS Quantum Shape.
Donald. Morning.
Good morning, Donnell. So we're looking through and we're just trying to spotlight one, the things that are kind of up, moving upwards, and two, things that are actually, you know, going to give us a nice opportunity for gains. MS still holding up 162% at $1.35.
Hi.
So Guess we'll just see out of the open how these things react. But I guess MF, maybe if it enters this consolidation down here at 70, 80-ish, I could give it a shot. See if it can give a small bounce up. But if more news comes out today about something bad in those annual reports, it could take a turn for the worse. So I just want to be careful and manage the risk accordingly. 23 million shares traded on MF. And looking out here on the hour chart, the top up here was a high of the 162. On the hour chart. Let's see what news Amazon came out with today. They're up 9%. All right, Amazon Owens. Amazon shines during Apple's off-season. Amazon stock jumps. There isn't any reasoning. Stock price raises. So somebody raised a stock price target on it. Let's see. Amazon.
Lori Lee. Earnings.
Yeah, more earnings. Everybody's got earnings today. But will earnings be the thing that goes? Will it give us what we need? Come on, MF. You need to come on and pull on back here into the open. So I'm thinking, you know, if it goes below 68 cents, that's crazy. And then the entry, what, 82 cents? I don't know, man. This thing's got about a 20-cent risk there for it to possibly retest the dollar. That's what I would be thinking. And if it retests the dollar, I'm out. Looking at the daily chart for MF, this thing came from down here at 58 cents. And so this thing, if it does come down to 60 something cents, I don't think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be crossing so many levels of possible support, right? It's going to have to break down to 79. It's going to have to break down the $1.03 right there. Going to have to break down this 129. That's a lot of breakdowns through here to get all the way down there. We'll see how this thing opens and what it wants to pull back to. This point right here has been touched a few times. It's 150, but it's actually under 150 right now. So wonder could it get a retest of that after testing around this 130-ish area. $24 million. It's almost the top volume mover on the day. About to take the top spot as we come within 9 minutes to the open.
Drifter. Good vibes.
Good morning, Drifter. Out here looking at MF, biggest mover on the day. Pretty much got most of the attention as a low float.
Drifter.
Actually, let's go look at that
Amazon
low
and
float.
Apple.
Let's see, what is the float on this one? I didn't even check it. Float is 6.84 million.
G-Morn and y'all.
Drifter called out Amazon and Apple going at it. I had Amazon up here. They said Apple, I saw some reports that Apple was kind of like not really performing that well. Right. Apple. Am I doing this right? That may not be the right one. Yes. There we go. They're pretty much functioning like inverses today, huh? I don't know. Both of them kind of flat. Amazon had a nice little move from 128 up here to the one. Well, I guess they would be functioning like inverses. That's a pretty nice move on Apple. I mean, not Apple, Amazon. And Apple had a nice gap down here from 190s down here to the 185s, which isn't just a killer move down. Maybe it'll grind down over the next couple of days, but I mean, for this stock, a $4 move. But for this stock, a $10 move upwards is pretty significant. Five minutes to the bell. Yeah, I don't know. This level right here, if we look back, this 80 cent level is pretty much the clearest touch point. It's touched right here, 80, touch back here, 80, touch back here, 80. So maybe a possibility at 80 cents to get a bounce back up to $2, which would be what, a 20 cent bounce up if you can get it. And then, you can risk what, 80 down to the
Nightbed.
68.
I live stream Monday, Wed, Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. CST.
So yeah, you can kind of, there's the risk management that I would use. If it goes below that 68, dead in the water.
Nightbed. Check out Reliable Rudy aka Rooster live streams https://www.youtube.com/@reliablerudy9998/streams.
All right, so let's see what it wants to do here. Can we see some type of pullback? And what the range is going to be looking like, I don't know. I'm just going to keep my eye on MF and possibly AHI. Don't know which one wants to perform, but MF's definitely got the eyes based on that high percent gain. If it fails though, we'll just transition to whatever else. But it's found pressure up here multiple times above this 140, right under the 150. Okay. So the markets are open. We're starting to see a little bit of red on it. Still up 160 something percent. So see if we can slam them out of there back towards the dollar. AHI going red as well. I wonder, will it break down the fives? Getting a little pop back up there on AHI. Only 2 million shares traded though. Still a low float. Amazon is one of the few things. Well, I was about to say it's one of the few things still holding green, but it's not now. Coming on down with Amazon. Nice big slash down from the 142s down. That's a $2 loss on that one. If you bought the top. TUP. So now something's going to have to prove itself. And AHI is holding right here at the $5. They got the license deal or whatnot. Interesting. But only up 22%. So got a lot of work to do. MF got down here to the 122s. Not looking like it wants to crash just yet. Trying to hold up what looks like VWAP at the 132. Let's see if it can get back below 132. But it looks like it's getting bought up here to try to retest this top at 141. $132's failing. There's a pretty big size at 129, 17,000 shares out there on the books. Looking like it's going to be holding up here, going back towards that 140. Let's see, will this be a false break or will it continue to push up? It looks like it's into a halt right there. AHI with a nice dump down. Only up 16% now, so I keep my eyes on MF. Didn't come down nearly as much as I thought it was going to come down. Only to about the 125s and then pop back up to the 150s. But it is now green on the day. Going over to look at TUP. Came down here to the 483s, popped back up here to the 515s. Still up 46%. 16 million shares traded on it.
Donald. MF, 1K position 1.32, exit 1.44, exit before halt.
Nice. Daniel got him a little bit of that. It tried to break down. I was like, it's faced this resistance multiple times at this level. And so, it got back up here to this 30 whatever, and he took it. Took it after it reclaimed this level here. This little 131 level. Let's see what this halt does though. The high
Lori
was
Lee.
165.
Donald clapping hands sign, clapping hands sign, clapping hands sign. Drift R. At Donald he does it again, clapping hands sign. Donald. Thanks, Lori. Donald. LOL.
All right, so let's see. Time for unhalt on MF 930, halted at 933. So it should be unhalting at 938.34. Amazon trying to come back green on the day, trying to pick itself back up off the 141s. 25 million shares traded. All right, 38.34 coming up for the unhalt. All right, there's the open. Woo! Right back under that level there. Will it get any red here? Will it show any red under the 135? Oh, it's halted down. Halted down, never mind. Well, Donnell, you have definitely saved your own life by exiting that thing before the halt. Oh my goodness, this man, by the skin of his teeth, this thing's halted down already. Donnell is a genie in a bottle. That's what he is. Oh my goodness, man.
Donald. LOL, LOL. Lori Lee. It's going to continue up.
It might, but it's gonna need some downwards movement. Looks like this is what, 15 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 minutes that it's found this level as resistance of the 140. So we want to see what a real downwards move looks like on this thing.
Nightbot. If you want another great platform for real estate project investing, check out Ground Floor. https://appgroundfloor.us/r/39531f.
Ubo absolutely piling down. All right, so we want to keep up with the things that are moving. Wow, low floats are suffering today right now. On my scans, all of the low floats are pretty much negative except AHI. Look at this. INVO down 36%, retail down 26%. Some big gaps down in the low float land. Not a lot of high relative volume either. MF had the best high relative volume though, 117 percent over what it normally does. So that is a lot of relative volume. But we'll see what kind of opportunities it presents off the lows. Oh my goodness, Fubo is just not stopping to dive. Just going on down. Okay. So what does this mean when that's the low flows? There's this many low flows red on the day. If you're a low flow trader, does it mean that there is less opportunity for you to make your money back if you do take a loss? Or does it mean, maybe it's just one of those days you just hang back and kind of watch and wait and see what pops off on the day? Because a lot of times on Fridays we do get random pops. So just kind of watching for that. But AHI is definitely removed. Only up 7% now. I'm not even trying to touch that. Just waiting on MF. Let me see when MF is unhalting here. MF halted at the 9:38:55. So 5 minutes. It'll be what? The 43:55. So 55 seconds. Let's see where this thing wants to go. Can it get below 122? Amazon is now got more volume than MF, but I think it's due to the halts and not so much just that it's such a great catalyst on Amazon. But this thing is barely green right now. Barely green on the day though. All right, 10 seconds. Here comes the open, should be. Okay, maybe a longer halt. Let me make sure I calculated that right. MF 9:38:55. 43:55. Yeah, so it's a 10-minute halt. So it'll be 48:55. This thing will be trying to open up, which is going to let the other stocks leave it in the dust. So let's just go ahead and see what is actually still holding up green fairly well. TUP is up there. Apple is still pretty red. But yeah, as far as just big momentum, MF was the one. Let's check out what the SPY is doing. The SPY is also green on the day. Oh, I forgot to check out what oil is doing. Oh my goodness, oil is over 82. Still holding my INDO shares for the winter time. And I saw in the news the other day that the oil and all the prices were jumping. I was like, yes, sir. Let's play. Let's play. And when I say the other day, I mean last night. They were talking about oil prices going up because of the Russian cuts and all of that.
Lori Lee. Good purchase, Hal.
Yeah, I got oil NF, I got oil ETFs, I got oil low flow stock, I got oil dividend stocks, I got everything oil. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get in. Oh, okay. All right. MF coming up on that 48.55. So we should be getting an open here on MF. Man, what if this thing opens up like 30? It's like you don't, if when you get stuck in a halt, bro, you just don't know. You don't know where this thing's gonna open up. 20 seconds. Got my popcorn, sitting back, relaxed, looking at which way that the nails will be driven. All right, MF should be opening those 10 minutes. Ooh, ooh. It's a little bit of a drop. So close on the halt at 138. Is it going to give them a time to get out and not become true bag holders? Is it going to do that? Or is it just going to push them right on down through the floor of 119? Not going to give them time to get out of there. Yee, see, yee. Looking nasty. And on the hour chart, I would say, I mean, looking at the hour chart, it doesn't even, it's got room all the way back to the 80s if it wants to go there. So definitely one of the more risky movers. It is going red on the day. We'll see how much red it'll go.
Donald.
Brutal. Yeah, Donald. You saved your own life. You saved yourself. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, it's something about trading. Like when it becomes like, oh my goodness, I'm just blessed that I didn't get caught in that. But it's coming back up. We'll see where it comes back up to. Trying to go, and this was the first entry. Remember, it snapped back above this level here of the 132s. Is this level of previous support about to become resistance? Is it going to be able to push down below the 130s?
Donald. LOL. Thanks, Driftar.
It gave him some time to get out here at the 137, giving them time. Giving everybody time. Let's see if it snaps back under this 131. Is it going to go into another halt here? I think it's into, nope. False halt, right back up to the resistance. Will it get the push down? 32,000, 37,000 shares at 141. Very weird action in this thing. Back into a halt, upward. Well, they can't say it didn't give them a chance to get back out. Amazon slamming back down, got back up here to the 141s with a slam down. SPY doing the same thing, coming on down. Nikola red on the day as well. Yeah, it's some people getting their shoes shaken off today. So let's see when this thing, is it going to be another 10-minute halt or another 5-minute halt? MF 5109, so we'll look for the 5609. And let me see if any more news has come out on MF. Nothing. This is a insane mover. Circuit breaker downside. So this is almost the first 30 minutes of the market. 7 minutes into that 30-minute close. Friday is looking like one of those days. And it looks like it may be one of those false breakout. Because if you look to the downside and the upside, you can see it did a false breakout up here for the longs right here on pre-market and came back down to this level. Did another false breakout on the open over the 144 up to the 156. And then if you look to the downside as well, you can see that it did a little bit of a breakdown here at 129 and pop back up. And then another breakdown and pop back up. Then another breakdown and pop back up. So this one may not be one for breakouts. We'll have to see how it trades, though it hasn't gotten a whole lot of trading. Maybe a range play. But that's the hard part. You got to figure out the range. SPY continue to try to get below that 450 mark. At about 2 minutes until this thing is supposed to be opening if it's a 5-minute halt. I love the way that they just don't report, hey, it's a 5-minute halt or hey, it's a 10-minute halt. They just make you guesstimate it. They're like, well, they'll be ready. Don't even worry about it. We ain't got to tell them. Oh, I didn't even check what kind of halt these were. These just regular halts or? Yeah, this is just volume, high volume. Okay. $56.09. So here we go. About 9 seconds coming up once it hits the 56. All right, now 9 seconds. Let's see how this thing opens. Open right there. Now it gave him a chance, giving up a chance. Is it going to get back under this 141? Ooh, a little bit of pressure there.
Lori Lee. Market going down. Lori Lee. This will fail.
Will it do another false break above the 157, or will it stay within these ranges? Trying to get that 150 up there. Some pretty big sizes coming in on the books, but just not able to stay above that one, or holding above the 141. Back under the 141 will be a little bit of weakness. We'll see.
Donald. Buyers present now.
I don't know. Another little rejection back into this area. I want to see how it holds this area. The bottom of this was the 117 on the bottom. About to close up this 30-minute candle. Will this thing prove that this is true resistance at the 141? It's done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times already. And this candle could be the make or break. Getting real close to that 141. There's a 69,000 share position right there on the 138s. I don't know if that's buyers or sellers, but we'll see once it gets to 138. That number is going down there at 138.
Donald. Trade thickly, hard to break out.
Another hold of that 141. That number has gone back up at 138, back up to 70,000. Let's see what happens at 138. Who's there? It's rolling up to it real quick. $141. Lot of red on the tape. Opening a little bit higher. VWAP is currently at the 137s. So basically that's where that number was. That's 72,000 right there at 138. And there's 138 getting hit there. Those numbers are going down very quickly. Let's see if it'll retest at 138. Oh, another number came in there, 177. We may see a flush here at 138. Looking for the 137s on the tape over here for a full breakthrough. Up, up. Where are those 137s? 139. 140s. The number is decreasing at 138. All we need to see is 137 on the tape. If we just see 137, that's enough fear to get it going. Woo! Woo! Well, that was that number. It's like 80,000 shares right there at the 138. And that must have been some kind of limit order, because that's why it's getting this pop back up to that 138. Trying to fill all those shares. So now let's see if it can get on down here to the 125s. So on the hour chart, that 140 is definitely some type of resistance. Don't know if it's going to hold there, but back up to the 138s again. 138s, still feeling that order. And I don't see any big sizes like that anymore. Let's look on the bid side. I mean the ask side. Don't see any sizes like that anymore. So just have to wait till some abnormal sizes come back in, if they're going to, until you try to take action. Because right now, none of this is abnormal, because this is a cheaper stock. 10,000 shares is not big. 50,000 would be impressive sitting out there on the books. Okay. AHI continued on down, only up 4% now. That was a good call not to try to mess with that thing. Only up 4%. Who's going to see that, right? When there's all this volume on MF. Interesting, interesting. All right, back over the 138s there. But no, where are the sizes on the books? Nobody wants it. I see them at the 130s right here with the 11K, but that's not abnormal. They got a 145 up here with 20,000 on the ask. So is somebody trying to get filled short on this thing? 145. It is holding up VWAP right now, which is the 137. But since it's a lagging indicator, you really don't know if it's actually if they actually are going to care about that. Like, it's based on pretty much everything that's happened up to this point. So VWAP on the current candle is like, you know, I don't know, but a rush towards, or a quick jab towards VWAP from a distance. Like, if it's got away from VWAP and then it just rushes back to it, maybe something there, you know. People see it. But right now it's just trading right on top of VWAP. So could you use it? I don't know. But definitely not holding up those 138s. See 133s. Can we get some 132s on the tape? There's 132s. What about 130s? Again, trying to hold up here. 38, 139s. It's like it wants to go a little bit higher. Top side of this previous candle was 152. And we know there's almost 20,000 shares up there at the 150 that are wanting to get filled short on the books, but that may not be a real number. We'll have to see what happens if it hits that 150. Will this be another false breakout? Having a war at the 141s. All right, 150. Small tap. Can we get a false breakout here? So kind of like a double top there, a little bit high of 152, high of 152 on both of these candles. All right, there was a little bit of a breakout from 150 up here to the 153, 3-cent breakout. Man, that is a small false breakout. Let's see if it rips down. It's got them in there. Everybody that's kind of just holding and they're like, man, it's going to break that 153. Let's see. All right, back under 150s. I want to see a breakout to the downside to see if it'll do a false break towards the downside and pop back into this range for a nice 10-cent, 20-cent winner.
Donald. Level 2, stacked.
Plenty of victims. Plenty of victims to be had here under the 153, that little false breakout. Let's see if we can see big red on the tape. There's some 49s. We just need a lot of red. Push this thing on down. 49s. Let me see some 47s, 48s, 49 again. This is a war zone, bro. For them to be fighting over these little bitty cents like this is crazy. Back at the 53s. Finally got a little push through. That gave them a little bit of joy. Are they going to rip the joy away? Nope. Back into halt. So now it halted at the top of where it was before 162.
Lori Lee. I was wrong.
Now you might not be wrong. This thing is doing a lot of faking. So we saw what happened on the last halt up. It it came right back down. So will the pattern continue, or will this thing be erratic and not care about a pattern? Um, PayPal. Doc is locked for editing. If it's locked for editing, that may be another type of issue. All right, yeah. So I don't know if this thing is gonna give me the setup that I'm looking for. A nice little dip, but yeah, I'm about to go and handle some business and yeah, go and get some breakfast. But anyway, it's been a fun week. The first week of August, coming to another open of a month. We're here at the open of the month, and just trying not to take any kind of drastic measures that don't really need to be taken. But hey, Donnell made money. Donnell made money, man. He by the skin of his teeth, he got some of that. I don't know if he re-entered a smaller size, but you know, there was opportunity, and that's the thing, man. Opportunity sometimes only gives you 2 seconds. So
Lori Lee.
definitely be careful.
Bye. Happy weekend to all.
Keep your head on a swivel, and if you're going to continue trading, yeah, just manage your risk and don't ruin your month on the beginning week. But yeah, that's it for me.
Donald. No, not greedy. Driftar. We should send money to Donald, lol.
Right? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, great day, and a great weekend.
Driftar.
And as always,
Have a good weekend.
I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Check out our Discord. No paywall. Free to join. https://discord.gg/8b2fjutwpe